This is Andy Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm joined by the English light heavyweight champion Dan Azeez over Zoom. Dan, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Thank you. Thanks for having me, mate.
Uh,
Appreciate it. How's yourself?
I'm all good. It's good to speak to you. This is our first time speaking, not yourself with Boxing Social, but me and you personally. So it's
Yeah.
good to obviously do this finally. We've just spoken briefly off camera there. You said you've had quite a long camp. You started out in Dubai, and you're still a week, well, just over a week away from your fight night defending that English title against Ricky Summers. Just talk to me about your camp, though. How have you found it this time around?
Yeah, it's been good, man. I've been saying to everyone, really, I know we're in lockdown or whatnot, but training's still been the same, you know what I mean? Sparring wise, all professionals are still allowed to train. So still getting the sparring in. My training's always quite secluded anyway. It's just a few of us that train in the gym. So it's been all right, man. Apart from that, obviously, I did a little camp out in Dubai. It was really good. Nice to train out in the heat. And yeah, just yeah, it's been good, man. It's been good.
From a sparring perspective, I'm interested to ask fighters how they found it with regards to trying to get the adequate sparring partners in. Is it easy? Is it difficult? Are fighters kind of a bit cautious because of COVID? And obviously, we've unfortunately seen a number of fights fall through in fight week because
Yeah.
of positive tests. You know, how have you managed that?
Well, to be fair, we got quite a few good in-house boxing. So I know, you know, the people that I'm boxing, not getting too many people from like outside. So it hasn't really been an issue, to be fair. We go up Peacocks a lot because we train down at Peacocks. We know everyone down there, you know, so it ain't really been an issue, to be honest with you, in terms of sparring.
Dan, moving on to next weekend, Ricky Summers defending your title, like I say. Ricky, a tough, rugged opponent, only 2 defeats to his name against Andre Sterling, past opponent of
Yeah.
yours, and Frank Buglioni. What are you expecting from Ricky this time around? And Ricky hasn't fought for, well, since 2019 himself. So do you feel like the inactivity on his behalf will play a key factor?
No, I don't believe in that inactivity. You know, the main thing that we're both trying to do is come in and do a job on the other. You know, you said he's rough and rugged. I'm rough and rugged too, so we can both mix it up and play that game. Regardless, like both our styles, I think make for a good entertaining fight. You know what I mean? That's the most important thing. First of all, for me to get the win, and second of all, to try and entertain the fans. You know what I'm saying? We've had a tough, horrid year, so it's only right that we, you know, try and put on a good, entertaining fight for the fans.
With regards to the fight itself, how have you envisaged it playing out in your own mind with regards to when you're both in there stylistically? How do you expect it to either clash or to gel?
Yeah, stylistically, like I said, I expect it to gel. He's a come forward guy. He likes to mix it up on the inside, play rough and rugged. I like to do the same. I don't shy away from that. And yeah, man, like, you know, I don't really want it to go the distance. I won't be happy if it goes the distance, but if it does, it does. But, you know, ultimately, I like to get him out of there and move on.
Something I was going to ask you, you know, domestically, the light heavyweight scene, there's so many brilliant fighters and some potential brilliant matchups for yourself. With
Yeah,
regards to Ricky, the 2 defeats he has have both been on points. Do you feel like
yeah.
if you was to stop him, it would make a statement to the other guys in the division, the guys who are maybe, you know, like the Lyndon Arthurs, the Anthony Yards, Callum Johnsons, and then obviously the Boatis and what have you, just to kind of keep your name kind of pushing forwards and closer to one of those?
I don't really care whether they you know, they take note or not. Regardless, they're gonna see me one way or the other. So I just got to make sure I do my thing against Summers, be victorious, and yeah, you know, everyone knows anyway. So we got a job to do next week Saturday, and yeah, that's the focus.
Dan, provided next Saturday goes as you anticipate and you're victorious, have you thought beyond that? Have you thought how you'd like the remainder of this year to play out for yourself?
Nope, I haven't thought beyond that. The only thing that I'm focused on is Ricky Summers. That's all I'll think about during training, you know, and it's very important. I get the win. I don't overlook anyone. You know, I don't care about whether he's been inactive or, you know, he's fought guys and I fought and how he's done. My main focus is April 17th. It's me and Ricky in the ring, and that's what I'm focused on. I don't care about what's next, what's after that. No, my focus is solely Ricky Summers. After that, then yeah, we can talk about what happens next. But yeah, for now, I'm just focused on Ricky.
Is it easy to stay so focused on just Ricky because of, once again, the victory for you next weekend, what it could open up with regards to potential opportunities? Is it hard just to stay maintained and focused on that one man?
No, no way. It's very easy to stay focused on him because that's who I'm gonna fight next. So I'm like that anyway. I'm that way inclined. Whatever is ahead of me, that's what I'm focused on. That's what I put my all into. So yeah, obviously I know it could open doors, but it can also shatter it. So I've got to make sure that don't happen, and yeah, get the job done come April 17th.
Dan, even though obviously you've said you're not looking beyond it, I will push once just to see what you will say. Have you fought? No, I shouldn't really say have you fought because I'll ask that, but the domestic, like I say, some brilliant names. Is there anyone who you would like to face, provided Saturday goes to plan?
I would love to fight Ricky Summers, and I'm going to get him April 17th. And once that fight's over, then yeah, we will see what goes on then after that.
Dan, whilst I've got you, I just want to get your kind of thoughts on a couple of fights in the light heavyweight division, certainly involving British fighters. One of those being Craig Richards. He's going to be facing Dmitry Bivol for the WBA World Light Heavyweight title. Your thoughts on that?
Oh, that's brilliant, man. Happy for him. Hopefully, he goes there and does the job, but he has got his hands full. Bivol's a very, very good fighter. Excellent feet. He's got good footwork, decent power. Yeah, and you know, it's going to be a tough ask, but you know what? If anyone can do it, let's give Craig a shot, because he's been in quite a few fights where he's been like the underdog, or people don't think he's going to win, and he's come through. So hopefully, let's see if this can be one of them. Do you know what I mean? It'll be great for the British scene to have a light heavyweight champion here on our shores. So yeah, man, we'll see how that goes.
The world scene at light heavyweight, you've got some terrific fighters, and you know, like I said, you got Dmitry Bivol, you got Artur Beterbiev, you got Joe Smith Jr., Maxim Vlasov this weekend for the WBO light heavyweight title. Just kind of your thoughts on the world scene. What do you make of it?
Yes, it's bloody. There's top operators there, man, and they all seem to be Russian, man. They all seem to be Russian. But yeah, Joe Smith, I've watched a few of his fights. He can punch. He's strong American fighter. Obviously, you got the three Russians: Kovalev, Beterbiev, and Bivol. There's even a few up and coming Russians. One of them I actually spar with quite a lot. His name's Ali. I think he's ranked like, at least I think he's in the top 20. He's another Russian that's coming up. So he had 5 fights and he's already like ranked top 20 in the world. Seems like, you know, there must be something in their waters over there. But yeah, they seem to be like having up the whole light heavyweight division. But you know, we got some guys on our shores, including myself. You got your Lindens, Buatsi, Yard, and everybody else. But yeah, like the division's packed, man, domestically and in a world scene. But hopefully we can see some good fights.
Dan, when you've got, you know, other domestic fighters in the ring, are you somebody who watches them, who studies them, or are you somebody who kind of, you don't really tend to watch much boxing away from the sport? People have different kind of views on it, or what's your role on that, or what's your take on that?
Yeah, well, before a boxer, I'm a fan of boxing anyway, so I watch a lot of boxing. But when I fight someone, I'm not really someone who I might watch them once, or if I've watched them before, then yeah, I might not even watch them, but I might watch them once or twice because boxing's it's weird, man. Like I could go and watch someone, like I could go and watch an opponent of mine, and yeah, in all these fights I see, yeah, he does something like he throws a left hook all the time in a weird way or something. Then it comes to the fight, and I try to exploit that, and maybe I get success, and then he switches it up and doesn't do it anymore. So there's not really any point in, like, for me anyway, in, studying up like an opponent like that, because things can change. You can, you don't know what they've been working on in camp. So my thing is just to try and adapt as much as you can to the time when you're fighting the opponent. So yeah, that's just my views. You got someone like Mayweather, he's like one of the best fighters ever. And mainly because he can adapt to any situation. And yeah, that's kind of my mind frame, to just be able to try and adapt, and not be so stuck in, okay, this person does that. If anything, I'll leave it to my coach, to a trainer, to watch and whatnot. But if you're a good fighter, yeah, I'll watch you because your fight's entertaining and whatnot. But I don't really study in that sense, like an opponent in that sense. Yeah.
Callum Johnson will be making his ring return later this month. Will you be watching his bout?
Yeah, possibly. I like Callum. Callum's a strong man, tough, light heavy. And I think at the moment he's probably at the top of the pile on paper. He's boxed for a world title. Didn't do so bad. I know he got stopped, but he dropped Matovias himself. And yeah, I just think he's on paper, he's boxed at the highest level. So it'll be great to see how he fares. Seeing he's been off quite a while, but like I said, I don't really believe in ring rust. He bloody was off for how long when he fought Buglioni and stopped him in a round or round or two or whatever. So it'll be good to see how he gets on, and good to see how Frank builds him up and see what fights he gets him. So yeah,
right.
You never know. I might be one of them.
That's what I was going. You never know, mate. Like, I know you're saying you're not looking past it, but would that be one of the names that's on kind of a tip of your tongue?
Any top light heavyweight in the country, I would love to fight. It's all about giving the fans good, entertaining fights, man. Do you know what I mean? We're only here for so long. Like, F a zero, F a loss. Just get in there. Let's have a tear up and give the fans fights to remember. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think anyway, especially when you got such a stacked division of good talent, like, and good boxers. Do you know what I mean? So I think if we could, we should all just do a bloody like a tournament or some sort, like, and just get everyone fighting one after the other. Do you know what I mean? Someone loses, yeah, fight the other one. It'll be good, man. So yeah.
All right, Dan, we will leave that there now. I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your day. But I want to leave a final word to yourself, for everyone who will support you next weekend, for everybody who will continue to follow your journey. What would you like to say to them?
I would like to say thank you for everyone who's supporting me. Next Saturday, April 17th, tune in to IFL TV, where my fight will be streamed. I'll be fighting Ricky Summers for the English light heavyweight, defending my English light heavyweight title, and it's also a British title eliminator. So tune in, watch my fight, where I expect to be victorious. Should be a good fight. Our stars gel. So yeah, man. And shout out to all my sponsors as well. Please give me a sec to just shout out my sponsors, because if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. Big shout out to Danny from Romac Solutions, Ray from Reliable Surveying Property Group. Shout out to Jamie from JFW and my family, my boxing family, Connect Force. And yeah, man, I just want to fight, bro. I can't even lie to you. I just want to fight.
All right, Dan, look after yourself. Yeah. Best of luck next weekend, and I'll speak.
Thank you very much, man. Cheers, bro.